bleach, told me to drink the bleach, told me to use the rope, and then sent me some razors. On top of that, what people won't tell you is the fact that they're constantly harassing me. They love to sit here and say I'm a predator, which I have no charges. And the people that I have liked have either been 2 years younger than me or the same age. Then they want to try to make it seem like the people that I liked were minors. Nowhere did you ever hear anything out of my mouth that I said I liked minors. And you probably heard that from Leslie. Okay, because Leslie did say that. Nowhere on my page, nowhere anywhere. People be like, oh, well, she duetted, da-da-da-da. You know, on Musically, that large users on Musically that were adults duetted kids, that did not mean they were predators. Oh, and then what, you're going to say, oh, you were in group chats with kids. No, I wasn't. There were adults in there as well that were close to my age. What else are you going to say? You guys literally act like you care about predators when there's predators that exist in the Reddit. Are you going to do anything about the Reddit? Because no one's saying anything about the Reddit. Oh, and then you want to say, oh, well, you're racist. Black people can't be racist. And if that's the case, then why do you allow racism on my page? Because when someone says something racist to me or is anti-black, you don't say anything. So do you guys really stand for what you stand for? Or, you know... Like, you guys literally, there's people in the comment section telling you that there's predators. There was predators in the Discord too, but that there was predators in the Reddit. And to do something, and you haven't done anything. And I know they have asked me, but I said, look, I don't want to talk about the Reddit anymore. I just want to keep the Reddit away from me. So, yeah. I'm not for ICE, so whatever. No, black people can't be racist, because if that's the case, then you're calling black people white. Black people are not white. White people invented racism, not black people. So, black people cannot be racist. Nobody said you was Chris Henson. Well, no, black people can't be racist. I mean, and they can't even really be prejudiced. Okay, so if you go back to history, right, racism was started by white people. Racism was used to literally, racism was used, sorry, there was a roach. So, racism is a way to, it's like racism is discrimination based off of someone's skin color, right? I think I had to look up the definition. I don't want to missay the definition. Is discrimination off the basis of skin color. So, for that simple fact, dang, like what the heck, man? Like I just sit out here and I can't even sit in this area because there's roaches everywhere. Just because it's a stupid. Anyways, so off the basis, well, you should care because you can't, here's the thing, you should care because you can't call someone racist if you don't know the definition of racism. If you think black people can be racist, then you can't be sitting here holding someone accountable and calling them racist. Then you cannot be saying anything. People that are not educated in anything can't be speaking. You're not going to go try to apply at a job where you want to be a construction worker with no construction background or history whatsoever. That's like going to be a contractor and you're not qualified. You can't just say, I'm going to say something because I want to. You can't just sit here. You can't, well, not sit here, but you can't just sit there and just start telling someone something. It's so crazy, you know. Anyways, so off the basis of that, racism literally was created by white people. That's how they separated people, by color. Black people didn't start racism. Black people didn't do anything. And when you want to sit here and say that black people are telling other people of color things, that is not racism. Especially because people don't know the difference between racism and the other one. I'm trying to think of the other one that they confuse it with. There's another word, and I'm trying to remember the other word. Xenophobic. You guys put racism and xenophobia together. Racism and xenophobia are not the same thing. Xenophobia is telling someone to go back to the country that they came from. That is not racism. And then you want to say that black people say stuff to other people all the time. That is still not racism. And then recently found out, a while back, years back, that black people can't even be prejudiced. The thing is when you're saying that, you are literally using the same devices that white people use to literally split people of color apart. What you are doing is literally what they do to divide black and brown people. It's a dividing tactic. It's a tool used to divide each other instead of fighting against white supremacy, which is the main thing. Instead of sitting here fighting someone and trying to tell somebody that black people can be racist, you're not actively fighting against white supremacy, which means you're for it. Because if you're not posting about trying to end racism every day, then you're not doing nothing. And it has to be an everyday thing. Racism still exists, and until racism no longer exists, then people are not doing anything because racism still exists. That's why Chow, whatever his name was, got away with what he got away with. He got away with hurting that kid. That's not racist. Black people calling other people of color slurs is literally pandering to white supremacy, which means they want to be seen by white people. That is not racism. They are doing the same things that they get to themselves. When people of color are called slurs, they are usually called that by white people or other races outside of their race. They are doing that because they want to be seen by white people, because they think, oh, if I act like you, if I pretend I'm one of you, or if I make you see that I'm one of you, maybe I won't get hurt as less as the other people. That's pandering to white supremacy. People do it all the time to be seen. Just like Donna Briggs. Go look at Donna Briggs. Donna Briggs is not a white woman. I hope you know that. She is a black woman that got pigmentation to look white. Just like that white lady that got pigmentation, melanin put into her skin to look black. These people want our rhythm but not our blues. And those people that are literally calling other races slurs are the ones that are ostracized or kicked out or literally disowned by their race. And I'm not gonna say, oh, the their race don't claim them, and maybe they don't, to be honest. But yeah, nobody's defending those people that are literally using slurs to other races. They get called out and they get told that they are pandering to white supremacy because they want to be liked by white people, hence Candace Owens. I don't know if she's ever said slurs to other um races. Hey guys, hey. What happened? My phone overheated. Yep. Hello. Hello. I was gonna go to this car thing, but then you had to pay for tickets, and I didn't want to go. I'm like, I'm not paying for tickets just to go see that. It was like a car hop thing, like a lowrider. Like, you know how they measure how high a lowrider hops? But yeah. Oh no, it's because I have my portable charger on, and it's a hot night, and the portable charger overheats the phone. I don't drink. So yeah, I had a good day today. We went somewhere. I had a good time. We walked around. I got some stickers. It was like a Reptar sticker and like two, cause it was like four for $1. And then I got these little like 3D printed things. And then, yeah, we were like, there was like a DJ, and then I got some chicken wings. Well, no, we went and they were playing some good music, like yacht rock. Yeah. He was playing like, what is that song? You know, he was playing the songs from Saturday Night Fever. And he played that one song, I can't have you, I don't want nobody. Oh, and then I made the easiest 20 bucks ever. So the person I went with, she was like, go up there, because he was like, if you can sing the song, if you know this song, I'll give you 20 bucks. So then she told me to go up there, and he's like, come on, because she told me. So I went up there. Oh, I love Ambrosia, but no, he didn't play Ambrosia. So anyways, I go up there, and it was Tevin Campbell's Can We Talk? Can we talk for a minute? So anyways, I was like, and then I sang the whole song, and then they all cheered because they were like, do you think that she was good enough for the 20 bucks? And then, yeah, I was like, bruh, easy as 20 bucks. I got like 30 bucks on my birthday. For a minute, girl, I want to know your name. And then he played Sleepwalk. And then he played the ending part, like, when he was in the Bumble. When he's like, Richie. Yeah. And then he played some Bee Gees. Oh, I love Bee Gees. Where it's like, more than a woman. That's my favorite song. More than a woman to me. He played Michael Jackson. He played, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And then he played, I don't need no when I'm by your side. Thrill you, still you, baby be mine. I used to play that song a lot. My dad, he got this computer from this like program laptop, and I was in college at the time, and he gave it to me. He's like, you want it? And it was a nice computer too. And I would play music. I would like put the CDs in, or you know, play music on there all the time, and that was one of the songs I played constantly. Oh, I love the Bee Gees. I had a great time, you know. Yes, I was a little upset, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let anything ruin my day. I could care less, you know. There's going to be some stuff I'm going to be talking about, though. Not today, because today is my birthday. But after that. But anyways, you know. So I got this like pink heart-shaped cake. I got whipped frosting. I don't like the buttercream frosting. It's too sweet. So I got whipped frosting. And then I decorated the cake myself. So yeah. It wasn't a shitty day. It was actually good. Actually, I had a lot of nice things happen today. It was crazy. I was walking in, and then this guy's like, "Do you want my basket?" And I was like, "Sure." So then I took his basket. And then when I got there, when we got to the food truck thing, and then the $20, and he was like, "Whoever can see." So I said, "You know what? I'll just do it." I really didn't want to go up there, but then I'm like, $20. So then I did that. And then, you know, there were some other things afterwards. But yeah. Other than that, it was a really nice day. Oh, and then people liked my dress because I got this, like, new dress at Walmart. And it was only, like, $11. Like, yeah, so. I guess you steal, you thrill, you, baby, be mine. Darling, let me hold you. Yeah, my voice is cracking because, yeah, I didn't eat my wings. I gotta eat them. Because I didn't want to ruin, because, like, my lip, I use, like, this eyeshadow and I didn't smell. I actually took a shower before I went out. Yeah, what my mom said. You know, because I'm not going to let people ruin me. You know, people are going to stay miserable. People act like they're happy, but they ain't happy. You ain't never going to be happy. You going to always be miserable. I wasn't flexing taking a shower. I just said I took a shower. It was so cool. I guess you still, you really, you baby, be mine. That's just crazy. No, I didn't eat an entire cake. I shared it. That's why I got the cake in the first place. And when I said people ain't gonna be happy, if you take it as me saying it to you, then I don't know. People love to be miserable, and they think, oh, like, you know, some situations I gotta realize. Yeah. I don't need to go to bed. I could stay up as long as I want. I could stay up till the next day if I wanted to and party. Too much booty in the pants. Oh yeah, random, when's your birthday? Because that's weird. I got that song stuck in my head now. There's too much booty in the pants. Weird. I need to get on my phone and watch Space Jam. It's windy. I'm ducking. I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm not scared, guys. Nobody used the restroom on the sidewalk. What do you mean I'm scared? I'm talking, aren't I? No, he didn't send me nothing. He just said happy birthday. That was it. Guys, I don't expect money from people. I mean, he would have came and spent time for my birthday if I would have asked, but no. I'm not trying to be honest, I don't want to give the wrong idea by being like, hey, come and see me. Like, you know, that's... And I know that he's already told me that he's, you know, but I really don't want to give the wrong idea. No, I don't have a man. Miguel is a friend. I don't have, you know, I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm waiting for a while before I even, I mean, yeah, I do want to go on a dates and stuff, but, you know, not right away. Maybe soon. Well, not right away. And I don't think maybe soon. I mean, I would have to figure out, you know what I mean? Because for me personally, I don't do dating apps. And the only way I would probably go on a date with someone if I was out there and I met someone. No, I don't regret any mistake. I don't even know what Miguel looks like. Have a block. Guys. Well, then you're funny. You still didn't answer my question, random, and you're getting blocked because you're weird. I asked the question for a specific reason, because I wanted to know who was behind that account, but they ain't gonna answer. Because sometimes I suspect people of things because they're like, oh, we have the same birth month. There's someone I know that. Sorry. No one said that. Did I even say that I'm straight? No, and I literally was gonna say that maybe well, not now, but eventually try going on a date with a woman. Duh. Like, don't put words into my mouth. I didn't say. No, I'm not. You don't speak for me. No, I am not. I know. No, actually, guys want me. That has nothing to do with whether or not guys want me or not. Hello. I like both genders. Well, I don't have that. I am bi. I'm not pan because transgender people or pan people like anything, no matter, you know, like any gender. I'm just bi, like men and women. No, I'm not a stud. I'm working on getting a place and, well, I don't know how you say it, pants, sorry, but, anyways, Yeah, what my mom said. But I really have to wind down and go watch this movie. I'm not lying. Why would I lie about that? Considering recent situations, I'm not lying about that. I definitely am not lying about that. I wouldn't have been in love with a woman if I was lying. Hello. Like, I know what my feelings are, and I know what I'm feeling. That is not something I lie about, considering that would be messed up to someone if I was doing that and being like, hey, you know what, I never really liked women. That's a really messed up thing to do to someone. Well, you don't even know anything, so. Infatuation, okay. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Well, repent to Jesus. That is so crazy. Using religion to be hateful. Yes, I probably would date a trans woman or a trans man. My birthday was great. Girl, I'm so hateful. Okay, since we want to talk about it, let's get into it, right? Okay, so I'm going to tell you everything that happened since people want to act like things didn't happen, right? So I'm going to tell you about the situation when I was essayed, since you think stuff is funny, right? And I said I wasn't going to talk about anything on my birthday, but there's some more stuff. And once I jot everything down and I get my thoughts together, because I don't want to say anything, like, I just want to get my thoughts down. I don't want to get heated. Okay, so, I don't like, she has a name. I don't like to refer to her as Shelterchu because we were not dating, nor were we ever dating. Okay, so me and her, I had said like, oh, it's Taco Tuesday to someone else that I was talking to my friend. And I was like, oh, it's Taco Tuesday or whatever. They have 99-cent taco somewhere. I remember, I think it was Bob Burgers or someplace when my other friend was alive. I'm not going to stop talking. So, when my other friend was alive, she would go get the taco. She would go get the tacos on like Taco Tuesday. The 99-cent tacos. So it's like, oh, there's 99-cent tacos, whatever. And then a plan was made. And then, I'm going to call her S. But I don't like to refer to her as Shelterchu. It was like, oh, well, why don't we go take her some tacos? Okay, whatever. So we go to her place. She's showing her around, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you this because there was some messages, which is when this happened, it really confused me. But I'm not even gonna get into those messages. That's private, so I'm not even gonna get into those messages. But anyways, she's showing S around, whatever, her new place. I'm not even doxing. I'm not even gonna say the place. So, yeah. I just have to preference that because I don't want to get an angry message be like, you better not. I'm not. Okay. So anyways, S. Well, I don't like to say Shelterchu and I don't want to use her real name, so I don't know what letter to use other than S. So anyways, we are so basically this is the whole situation, the whole thing. So as S is walking ahead of us, the other person puts their hand behind them for me to hold their hand. Okay, so it's like, okay, due to some messages, I was a little confused, but then I was like, okay, whatever the case may be. So anyways, we go up, we get to, like, she's showing her something else, and then we get to her apartment. After we leave, and I'm going to tell you this because, like, since people don't want to believe I was SA'd, then I'm going to speak my truth, because I'm tired of staying silent. I'm tired of not having a voice. I'm tired of people saying I'm lying when I'm not. So anyways, we go to leave, and S goes to get into her car. The other person hugs her. So she gets in the car. She didn't see what happened. So then I go to hug that person. And yes, I did. Because, like, then we were kind of, like, pulling away, because I literally, it's giving me anxiety even talking about this. So then, you know, we were kind of, like, pulling away from hugging, you know, because we had to leave. Then I pulled her back, because, yes, I did want to hug her again, whatever the case may be. So as she pulls away from me, from hugging me, she grabbed my boob. And at that point, I was just, like, so confused because of some previous messages. And I'm not even going to go into those messages. So, yeah. And then I didn't know how to react, because I was like, for me, my reaction, because it happened so fast, was to crack a joke. So then when I got into the car, mind you, after that happened, I got into the car, and I was so upset and confused and, like, uncomfortable about the whole situation, because I was just trying to process what happened due to some previous messages that I'm not going to talk about because it's personal stuff. So anyways, she grabbed me, and then I laughed, or no, I said, "You know what you're doing, ha ha ha." And I laughed, because that was my only reaction, was to crack a joke as I was leaving, because I'm like, you know. Then I get into the car, I'm all confused, I'm trying not to cry or make some sort of reaction for S to see, because S would have literally been like, S knows the whole situation. It's a whole situation. Anyways, mind you, I was just sitting there, like, all confused, like, just, it was a whole thing. And for me, I just cracked the joke because it happened so fast, and I was leaving. And I got into the car. I was, like, processing it. I was trying not to be upset. I was trying not to cry because I didn't want us to see it and they'd be like, what happened? You know, and I don't know if there was cameras there, but that place probably has cameras. I mean, it's caught on camera. And for me, I was so confused. I'm still confused about the whole situation, to be honest with you. Like, I would never do that to someone. You know, and I'm trying not to, like, seem mad, but I'm really upset about the whole thing. And for people to tell me I don't know, like, I know, but I would never do that to someone. And whether or not, like, you know, what I was told, because I talked to somebody, is it depends on, like, that may not even be seen as SA, even though it was a violation of my boundaries, because first of all, you didn't ask, you just grabbed, like, you assumed my body was yours to just grab because of there you know, maybe there's a whole situation. Maybe someone said something, I can't even tell you everything because it's personal, and this person might get mad, but I don't care. Like, you don't do that to someone. I literally didn't have time to react. I literally made a joke. When I came home, this was on Cinco de Mayo, by the way, May 5th. Mind you, did I go back and hang out? Yeah. Why? I don't know. I'm an idiot, that's why. But I still was like processing that. And then even after the whole situation, I processed. I didn't know how to react, how to respond until I realized what happened to me. Because first of all, I didn't consent. I didn't say, oh, you could do that. I didn't say nothing. I didn't consent to anything because it happened so fast as I was leaving. And, so-called person thinks that it's okay, like my body was hers and she could just grab it whenever she felt like it. Like that, like if I did that to anyone, that is so crazy. There was other things and things that I'm so confused on because what are you saying about me, right? Like, there was some things that was said, and I'm not even going to get into that. And you do that to someone, but you're saying, anyways. Thank you for the birthday wishes. No, I didn't say anything to her because she knows the whole situation. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to always bring up whenever there was a situation going on with the other person, because I already talked to her about the whole situation. I was upset. There was a lot of things. Like, I confided in her because I was trying to understand everything, And I didn't say anything to her because because I think she kind of got a little tired. I don't think so. I just assumed that maybe she didn't want to continue to keep hearing this over and over again, or me talk about the situation. So I got in the car. I tried not to have some reaction. I sat there. I was trying to process, and I was trying not to cry. I was confused. I was hurt. And then I thought, and the reason why the reason why I didn't say anything is because I'm like, oh, she loves me. Oh. Like, yeah, I was blinded. You let someone continue to hurt you because you're blinded. Like, I know what I'm talking about when I say that I'm in love with women or like both genders. I don't lie about that stuff. I didn't fake nothing. I didn't pretend anything. Even when I got constantly questioned. To me, it was weird being constantly questioned. Like, do you really like women? That was something to me that I was like, why do I have to keep saying this? Like, what more do I have to prove? No, this isn't Shelterchu. This is someone else. Shelterchu. Okay. Now you have me saying Shelterchu. Let me take that back. I don't like referring to her as Shelterchu. Shelterchu was there, but was in the car when I was SA'd. We went to go take someone tacos. Anyways, it was a whole thing. Oh, and another thing. Okay, I just wanted to know lingo, because the lingo. So I was trying to learn the lingo on TikTok, and I happenstance to come upon the lesbian hand gesture. So the hand gesture is when your said partner of the same sex, which is obviously a girl, holds their hand behind them for you to hold it. Whatever. That happened. So then once we get to the apartment, okay, so then we leave, right? Anyways, long story short, I was talking about when I got SA'd. We go to leave, right? And S, which is, I don't like to refer to her as Shelterchu, so I'm going to call her S. And my other friend, right? They hug, and then she gets in the car. So then I go to hug my friend to leave, because obviously we're leaving, and I'm like, So then as we were pulling away, I just pulled her back, because yes, I wanted to hug her again. Like, what more is there to say? I'm not going to lie. So then as I pull away to leave, that's when she just grabbed a handful of my boob. And at that point, due to some previous messages, I was confused. I was like, and I'm not even going to get into the messages. So to me, I was confused. And the only thing I knew what to do was to crack a joke. So I said, you know what you're doing, ha ha ha. And then I walked away, she walked away, and then I get into the car. And at that point, and my brain was all over, I was just thinking, it was everywhere. Like, I was trying to process that, and I was trying not to be upset in front of S, because S, I feel like she would have been like, I think she was getting, not tired, I assumed she was getting tired of me constantly talking about the situation. So I didn't want to say anything to her when I got into the car. I just stayed silent. Mind you, she was already in the car, getting the car started, getting it ready for us to leave. So yeah, I didn't change it up. I just said the story. I said long story short, because I'm not going to go into the whole story of, so I basically brought up Taco Tuesday, the 99-cent tacos. I don't need to go over the whole story again. So anyways, that had happened. And the only thing I knew to do was to crack a joke, because at that point I was blinded, because I was like, oh, she loves me. Oh, like, and for me, yeah, was I stupid? Probably. But, this was like the first time I ever had strong feelings for a woman like that. And it was having to deal with that and understand my feelings. And, it was like, okay, now you have these feelings. It's like, you really just can't, like, imagine, like, having those feelings and being like, oh, well, I'm still straight. That's not how it works. You can't keep telling yourself that, bruh. So, anyways, that happened. And I might get a nasty message, but I really don't care, because I'm tired of not being able to speak up. And the reason why I didn't report it is because it's a very dangerous situation. And I'm not going to report it to the police for reasons. But S was there, was in the car, didn't even see the whole thing, because it happened so fast. And I was just like I said, the only thing I knew to do was to crack a joke, because that's what I do. Ha ha. Like, I just was like, crack a joke. And then I was dumbfounded. I wasn't dumbfounded. I was dumb and blinded and stupid, because I was like, oh, she loves me. Oh, like, we're getting somewhere. Oh, heck no. So yeah, that's what happened. And to be honest, I couldn't keep telling myself, like, oh, you don't like both genders. Like, I wasn't in love with a woman. And then there's some other things. And it's not, like, being a stalker. If I told you some of the things, yeah. Mind you, I'm just trying to find the best way to talk about my situation, because I'm dealing with a lot of emotions and I'm holding it in. And it's not good to hold it in. And I've already talked to other people about this situation. I just need to let it out. And I want to do it in a way that's not attacking someone or bashing someone. And in no way was that attacking someone. But to be honest, I was violated. Whether you want to see it not as SA, that's 100% SA. If I just grabbed someone and didn't ask them for consent, that to me is weird. Like, if I just, oh, that's mine, I'm gonna take it. That's literally what replays in my head. Like, after trying to process what happened to me, it's just like, it's like, no, you don't own this body. It's not yours. And they didn't even say it like that, but it was implied. After some things that were said. And yes, I did confide in S about this whole situation, because I was hurting. And I did go into in the past about a situation before this situation, about person, because I was upset. Like, I don't know how else or any other way to vent without not holding my feelings in, harboring my feelings. It clearly is, because when you grab someone without consent, what is that? Like, hello, you think you have access, like you can just grab someone. If I did that to somebody, I would be canceled. And to sit here and be saying you were not essayed one, now you know the story. And it's going to be posted everywhere. And then I'm going to get a nasty message telling me how I didn't do that, or I don't really even care. Like, it's not even about making someone look bad, you know. Sometimes I'm tired of protecting people's image, but it's just frustrating to me. I'm sitting here having to process that happened to me, and especially that it's my birthday today. And then I confided in that person, right? Because I told them about my essay story when I was 10. I literally told you about my story. And for someone to do that to somebody, knowing, like, personal things, I just said I can't report it for safety reasons. The situation is dangerous. That's why I'm not talking about certain things. And I already said I talked to somebody, and they said it depends what the essay laws are in New Mexico. If that is even, it's not like it's not considered essay. To be honest, they said it was bad. I was violated. But again, there's like, yeah. It's a whole thing. That made no sense what you just said. No, okay, getting the police, I can't explain why the police can't get involved. It's not dangerous talking about it online because I was not bashing people. But the thing is like me holding it in it's a whole, I can't even go into explanations. Like, I really don't care. Like, to be honest, the whole situation is a lot. I never had anything with S. I did not like S in any sort of way. We were just friends. That's it. That's all. And when people came online and said stuff, I got blamed. They didn't even like the fact that y'all gave her that nickname. And I was like, well, I have nothing to do with that. I don't have anything to do with what happens online. To be honest, we were just friends. That's it. That's all. I never saw her as anything. I was in love with someone else. Like, what did you want me to say? Like, I wasn't going to sit here and lie and say I did not have strong feelings for someone. Like, people, it is what it is. I'm not going to name drop people or say anything because I wasn't going to say anything. Like, the internet just loves to ruin things, so I wanted to keep things private and to myself. Oh, well, if you think I am, then you're victim shaming, because why would I lie about that? And you know, when people says, why would anyone touch you? First of all, people don't touch somebody because they're attractive. That's not how that works. Literally, what does the story have to do with money? I haven't made money from saying anything. I said I was essay last time. Did I make money? No, I didn't even make money. Like, it's so weird. People always assume people speak up because of money. Weird behavior. That's victim shaming. I don't fight people, guys. To be honest with you, I'm trying to be a kind person that I am because I can snap and say a lot more. But because I still care, even though I shouldn't care. And I know people are going to think I'm stupid, but it's hard. It's hard because, first of all, that's the first woman I ever loved. And it's hard for me to even move past that. The hurt that I'm going through. I do still care. That's why I don't name drop. That's why I don't say places. That's why I don't mention anything. I still have some respect to not, because, I probably would have snapped. In the past, I've snapped. And I probably would have took lots of screenshots. And I probably would have shared a lot of things. But I'm fighting so hard, and, people don't know me, but, right now, I'm being really kind. I could be really ruthless and rude and mean. Because there was some nasty things said, and it was not okay. Especially about unborn children. To wish that on, even to wish that, or even if it wasn't towards me, to even say about unborn children and wishing that when someone has children, that is horrible. I get it. Social media is I had nothing to do with what social media was doing. But to be honest, I realized in certain situations, it was never social media. It was a lie. And I pieced it together. I already know. I'm not even going to get into that stuff. For me personally, like I said, when I tell somebody I love them, I don't lie. I mean it. I don't play games. I don't sit here and, there are so many games people could play. There's Monopoly. There's Clue, Chutes and Ladders. Hey, heck, there's even Solitaire. There's Uno. If I want to play games, I'll go play those. I won't play games with people. That would have been really messed up for me to be like, oh, I love you. I'm in love with you. And then be like, oh, I don't love women. That would be a really messed up thing to do to someone. I would never do that. No, guys, I'm not talking about S. And I don't like to call her Shelterchu. I'm not talking about her. I was only friends with her. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that you gotta stop pushing things on people. Seriously. You don't even know the whole situation. The fact that people was like, oh, I don't know, someone made a comment. I think they said forcing someone to like me or something like that. You don't even know the whole situation. You don't know nothing. I'm not sharing any personal messages. But if y'all was to see the messages, and even then, people would probably say I'm talking to myself. But no, probably not. Because the way that person talked, they could tell the difference between how I text and how they text. Literally. I'm just not even, I'm just trying to process what happened to me. And for people to say, oh, you're just mad because they ain't talking to you, that was not it at all. I just recently had to process because I just recently realized what happened to me. Then I did crack a joke. Then I did act like nothing was wrong. Did I go back and hang out? Yes, because I was stupid. Yeah, what? You're going to make fun of me because I was in love and I was stupid? Yeah. Because I never had someone that I cared about that deeply that actually cared about me back and that actually liked me back like that. So yeah, maybe I was stupid. Ooh, like, hello? Yeah, okay. So what? You gonna make fun of me for that? No, I was not in a throuple. Yes, I did. No, you're not listening. I was, but at the time there was never mind. Well, I can't tell you. There was some confusing messages. When I got essayed, I was blinded. Yes, I still thought in my brain that maybe this could work out because when I got essayed, I did not chalk it up as essay because that's not what my brain was thinking. At the time, I literally said what was going through my brain. First of all, I was trying not to be upset in front of S. Second of all, I literally was like, oh, she loves me. I just literally said that. That was my brain. My brain was like, oh, she's in love with me. Hello? Obviously not. And you're saying, hell no. Yeah, obviously not. I was blinded. To be honest with you, I was really in love. And when, like, you know, when I have liked people and been in love with people in the past, but not like this. This was a whole different thing. This was like, and I'm talking like strong. Like, I don't even know how to, I couldn't even put words to it. I spent hours. I spent like 2 days. Okay, so I had, I wanted to do something cute, romantic, whatever. So I had, how people make the flowers out of pipe cleaners. I made like 6 roses. I wanted to make a dozen roses out of pipe cleaners. Michael's didn't have the color. They didn't have enough colors that I wanted. And I tried to look elsewhere, but Walmart didn't have those pipe cleaner colors. I spent 2 days working on this. Mind you, yeah, I gave them. But yeah, 2 whole days. And it's not even the crafts. Like, yeah, I get when people are in love, they make cute little gifts or whatever. Because it was Valentine's Day coming up. And I was like, if I get real flowers, they're just going to die. I can make these and they last forever, And it was just other things, And to be honest, I can't keep telling myself, like, hey, I'm straight, and then here I am, and yes, my brain did think that meant that person loved me. Like I said, I was stupid. I believed it, even though that was not the case. Like I said, I didn't even realize until after certain things happened, certain situations, and it wasn't because that person was not talking to me. It's because I realized, first of all, I didn't consent. If I just grabbed someone, that's a violation. I was violated. Imagine if I just grabbed somebody. Like the little colored pipe cleaners that the kids make crafts with? That's what I did. I made like 6 roses. I wanted to make a dozen, but I didn't have enough, so whatever. Like, okay. But anyways, it's like, for me, because of the situation, I'm holding in emotions, and it's not helping my health. And I felt relieved when I talked about the essay or the violation being violated. I can't just keep being upset and act like everything's okay. It's not. Well, it is, because you can't grab someone without consent. You have to ask for consent. Whether someone does something or not, it doesn't matter in the whole situation. No matter what they want to go back and look at in the past, that literally is, because when you grab someone sexually without consent, that is SA. I didn't even have time to process. I cracked the joke, yes, and like I said, yes, I was blinded because I was in love. So yes, I just thought that meant, oh, she loves me. But then again, I was confused due to prior messages, and I keep saying prior messages because, I don't want to leak or put out any personal information. I'm still trying to be a kind person in this whole situation because I don't want to leak their name. I don't want to say, I haven't leaked anyone's name. I'm not leaking anywhere anyone lives. I'm not doing any of that because in the past I would have snapped, I would have took screenshots, I would have blacked out numbers, I would have showed everything. And after everything that was done to me, I could have literally snapped. No, I didn't say at that moment because I literally just told you when it happened. For me, I was like, oh, she's in love with me. I didn't really think anything of it because there were some past comments made towards, okay, so there was another friend that had felt uncomfortable with comments that said friend was making towards them. And she just chalked it up as, oh, she goes, that's just how I am. I act and I think like a man, right? So for me, and knowing the type of person she is, she cracks jokes like that. Like, not even jokes. It wasn't cracking a joke. So I just assumed she was trying to be flirty and funny. And I was just like, oh, that was my thing because she's, well, that was the first time that happened without consent. You know what I mean? But knowing the type of person that person was, that's what I just thought. I didn't process that until, I started really having to process that. But for me, I was blinded, like I said, and I didn't say anything because when I got into the car, I was a little upset. But also, and also it was because I didn't want to say anything because I felt like if I said something that maybe it might not be the right. I didn't want to make people uncomfortable. I even always ask, are you, am I making you uncomfortable? No. I just literally, it was that thing. And for me, I felt like if I said something, I felt like in the past, I said something and then it was a snap. They snapped, they got mad. So and to be honest, I just was trying to process it because I was already hurt by it. And then we were leaving, and then it happened so fast. We had to get back. And then like a dummy, yes, I did go back and hang out because, hello, I was blinded. I'm an idiot, and I know that. But it was for me, it was wow. Someone actually cares about me the way that I care about them. And it was nothing else mattered. When trolls would say something, I could care less if they called me ugly. Because I was this person thinks I'm beautiful. This person was telling me things. This person, it was a whole thing. And it was just for me, I've had people in the past, but then it's always oh, it never, it doesn't get anywhere. You know what I mean? But I had to process that. It was just a whole thing. Again, I don't know why I had to explain it to you. The way that the person's personality is, yes, I chalked it up as that, which it wasn't. I don't know how many times I have to explain it. I'm not saying it's SA because I want it to be SA. It is, considering the fact that I didn't consent. And the only reason why I didn't, that I assumed that that's what that was because I was blinded. If I'm upset when I get into the car, if I'm trying to process that, if I didn't literally feel good when I got into the car, then that should already tell you what you need to know. I was not smiling. I was not happy. I was trying to hang on to something that was never going to work because I didn't have that. I was blinded. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I thought it was. If I was not okay when I got into the car, and I was trying not to be upset, I was holding it in because I didn't want S to see, and then it'd be a whole situation. I've already had to talk to other people about the situation because it was hurting me inside. And it does not matter what my brain thought in that moment. All that matters is I was not okay when I got into the car. I was not comfortable. And that should have never happened. Knowing the whole situation, private things that I said, and I've already talked online about my essay. It doesn't matter trying to justify that or not. If I did that to someone and they chalked it up as like, oh, that was flirting, but then they were uncomfortable right after the situation, it does not matter. Anyways, I gotta get ready to go to bed. Because it is. I didn't sleep with anyone, so why are you just assuming? Don't even put that out there. That's weird. I already told you that S was just my friend. I had no romantic feelings. I had nothing towards her. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that. My birthday was good. Just because you guys want to victim shame and you want to defend SA. Like, it's so weird. Again, in my brain, because my brain, like, why do I even have to justify that? It does not matter what my brain was thinking at the time. After the situation, when I got into the car and I did not feel comfortable, I was uncomfortable, it does not matter. If I feel uncomfortable, then that means it was not okay. I didn't consent. I don't know how many times I have to say I did not consent. If I had done that to someone else, God forbid, people would be jumping on me. I just literally said why. And reporting it to the police does not mean that it was SA. That's literally victim shaming. Literally saying, well, report it to the police or it didn't happen. That's literally what you're implying. Well, obviously not, because first of all, you're victim shaming. Then you're saying, if you're implying that because I don't report it to the police, it never happened. It's a whole situation that I do not want to go through a whole situation when I already have too much on my plate. And it's not even a whole situation. It's other things. It's saying like, oh, well, it's not too dangerous to report to the police. but it's dangerous. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta go and, you know. Anyways, I have to get ready to go. Have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. Stay safe. My phone is gonna die. I had to go charge my phone. So, have a good day or night where you guys are. See you guys later. Bye, guys.